Yesterday, I saw Flow, which is one of the most beautiful movies I've seen in a very long time. I'm a really big fan of these kind of animated movies that are just focused on the artistic aspects of a film, and this one, without a single word, I feel like it does all that and more. It reminds me of games such as Stray from 2022, and also games that are more recent, like Neva. That's why I like to play these games, because it's just a way to immerse yourself in a world, to relax, and I feel like we need more movies like that one. And I feel like Flow just accomplishes that, and I want to talk about this movie, about the aspects that I enjoyed the most, and why I think these kind of movies are necessary. So the plot of Flow is very simple. It's about a black cat in a strange world without humans, but with an abundance of animals. And along its way, it meets different animals. It travels across a boat in order to reach an unknown destination. And without speaking a single line, our cat protagonist realizes that there is a lot of things across this world that are worth it. I feel like the way the story is told with the characters, which are basically animals, and who interact with each other, they act like animals, is just really nice, but also I think it shows a lot of the aspects of the human experience that I really enjoyed in the film. I feel like the most important lesson in Flow is that despite the world being a dangerous place, kindness and people helping you always exists. I think it is very beautiful the way they did this, from the capybara, who basically lets the cat chill with him in the boat as they travel across the world, to the bird who, despite not knowing the cat, tries to help him, and also in defiance of the group of birds he is with, and also that favor is later returned by the cat. I feel like that's an example of how, if you're kind to others, those people are going to be kind to you too. Well, in this case, the animals, but I feel like it's the same point illustrated throughout the way the characters interact. And I feel like it is shown, for example, in the way the dogs also interact with the cat. For example, the golden retriever also rebels against the pack. He tries to be kinder to the cat and help him out, and while the other dogs are just basically acting in defiance of all the other animals. I feel like each one of those scenes is just a metaphor for how humans act in real life. And that leads to another theme, which is basically that people can't really change their nature, but they can also do good. This is shown, for example, in the way that the dogs act. It's basically each animal has their own personality. Some of them are more serious, some of them are more playful. For example, the lemur is obsessed with collecting items, but they'll work together despite their differences in order to reach a common goal. And I feel like that's the metaphor from this theme, is that, for example, these animals represent how different people can change some aspects of their personality. There are going to be people who are going to be more closed, more introverted, more extroverted, but they can still be good people, and you can learn to love them, and despite their imperfections, despite their way they act. And that's how it is in life. For example, in the workplace and the way you interact with different friends, like, you can't change people, but you can help them achieve their goals. Finally, the movie is beautiful. I loved everything about the visuals, just everything in nature. I feel like the movie has also the topic of environmentalism in it in a very subtle ways. For example, the apocalyptic setting, flooded all the way to the brim despite being man-made statues in the place, kind of symbolizes a destroyed world because you don't see any humans. I feel like that's kind of a subtle nod towards a future where there might not be humans, but animals start repopulating the planet. And I loved also the themes of magical realism. For example, the way when the cat goes all the way to the mountain and the stork disappears in a ball of magic, that is never explained why it happened, or why, for example, the whale at the ending shows up in land that is very far from sea. I feel like that adds to the magical realism. Like, is this real? Is this imagined? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's an animated movie, so it just shows the way that imagination can make all of these things possible, and that's a really big reason why I liked Flow a lot. And yeah, I really love the movie. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I really like discussing all the new movies, and I love animation, so overall I think I'm going to give it a 75 out of 100, and it's nice to start 2025 with such a great movie. So anyways, those are all my thoughts for today, so thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you the next time. Goodbye.